Hello friends, in today's session we are going to learn what is kinetic energy and what is potential energy. To be more specific, we are going to deal with gravitational potential energy. Well, even before we jump to kinetic or potential, what do we mean by energy? Energy means capacity to do work. More energy means more capacity to do work. Now, work can be anything like brushing your teeth, a moving train, moving an object from one place to another, and all of this work require energy. So, from where does this energy comes from? We humans get our energy from the food that we eat, and plants get their energy from sun. Energies can be of various forms like potential energy, kinetic energy, thermal energy, electrical, chemical, nuclear, and other various forms. In this session, we will be focused on kinetic energy and potential energy. Let's look at this situation to understand this better. Imagine you went to rock climb one day with a bag full of essentials. And to go up against the gravity, you have to spend or consume a lot of energy. But by the law of conservation of energy, energy cannot be created nor be lost. It can only be converted from one form to another. So, the energy lost by you will be converted to some other form. The energy you are losing is getting converted into potential energy. But what is potential energy? Well, first let's focus on the word potential. What do you mean by this? Well, your parents and your teacher must have told you a few times that you have a lot of potential. You are not just using it. Potential means having or showing the capacity to develop into something in the future. So potential energy is energy which is stored in a body. Now here, in this case, potential energy is stored due to its height from ground. We are doing work against gravity. That is why it is called gravitational potential energy. Not only you, but the things in bag also have potential energy as they have also got the height. This potential energy is dependent on the weight of the object, that is nothing but mass into acceleration due to gravity, and height to which the object is taken from. Now here we are going to consider the reference as ground. Now here, all of these three factors affect the potential energy. If the object is at a certain height or if its mass is too much, then the gravity will pull the object towards itself with a greater force. And the same thing happens with the height. The higher the object, the more pull it will feel due to gravity. And this is why the object at greater height and a lot of mass will have more potential energy. Potential energy also helps an object to stay at a particular height and a position against the gravity. Every object is said to possess potential energy at one point. For example, a lamp on the table, a cup on a coffee table, even a cat lying down, etc. At the start of the session, we specifically mentioned we are going to learn about gravitational potential energy. Let me just tell you the other types of potential energies too. There is elastic potential energy and there is also chemical potential energy. We will study them in our further videos and simulations. Now, let's drop a ball from the top. As you drop the ball, we can observe that the ball gains speed. As it is in motion, the energy involved here is called kinetic energy. Any body that is in motion has kinetic energy, like when you take a flight of stairs, walking, playing basketball, skating, roller coasters, etc. Anything that is in motion has kinetic energy in it. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a body by the virtue of its motion. The formula to calculate kinetic energy is very simple. We know the object is in motion, so it will be having some velocity and it will also have some mass. So the formula is 1/2 mv square, where m is the mass of the object and v is the velocity with which the object is moving. But how does this ball gets the kinetic energy? As we know, the laws of conservation of energy, that energy cannot be created nor be destroyed and can only be transformed from one form to another. This kinetic energy comes from the potential energy. Now, what exactly is the relation between this kinetic energy and potential energy? When the object is at a height, it has a lot of potential energy, or we can say stored energy. And when the same object falls from the height, we can say that due to the gravitational pull, the object has gained velocity and now it is in motion. And we know any object that is in motion has kinetic energy, which gets consumed in the process. So, the potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Now, in order to understand this better, let's jump to a simulator. What we can see on the screen is the pool, a character, let's call him Sam. What we are going to observe is how the gravitational potential energy depends on mass and height at which Sam is standing, and how it is related to kinetic energy when Sam takes a dive. We can see the toggle formula, which shows the formula for potential energy and kinetic energy, and also the values of both the energies based on the mass and height. We can see that on the left hand corner side, we can see a mass bar. We can change Sam's mass to either 30 kg or 50 kg. Then we have the height bar, and using this, we can change the height at which Sam will stand on the dive boards. Next, when all these criteria are set, then we can hit this dive button. We also have reset, play, pause and slow motion buttons. Now let's set the mass at 30 kg. The toggle button shows the formula for potential and kinetic energy, and we can also see that the potential energy of Sam at this point is 70.63 joules. You can also try to calculate the potential energy using the formula with mass as 30 kg and height as 0.24 meter. You will arrive at the answer as 70.63 joules only. Please consider acceleration due to gravity as 9.81 meter per second square. Now let's see what will happen to kinetic energy when Sam dives into the pool. We can consider the potential energy is reducing and the kinetic energy is increasing, and at any instant, sum of kinetic and potential energy is same as initial potential energy, which shows energy is conserved. It is just changing from one form to other. What happens when we pause this midway during a dive like this? Is there potential energy at this point, or is there kinetic energy too at that point? Well, at this point, both the energies coexist, or you can say that they are rather getting converted. As said before, we can see that the addition of kinetic energy and potential energy at this point will be equal to the initial potential energy before the dive or the final kinetic energy after the dive. The kinetic energy is 70.63 joules, which is exactly as the potential energy previously was. Now let's increase the mass to 50 kg and also the height to 4.6 meter. The potential energy is 2256.3 joules. Let's see what happens when Sam takes the dive. At this time, let's watch the toggle formula tab very closely. We can observe that slowly the potential energy is reducing and the kinetic energy is increasing. The potential energy is reduced to 0 and the kinetic energy is increased to 2256.3 joules. You can try different weights and heights to see potential and kinetic energy and for better understanding of conservation of energy. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this session. This session is based on an interactive 3D simulation called Scholar. Visit www.scholarlab.in to request a download of the software application to try this out for yourselves. If you have liked this video, then hit the like button, comment on any queries, and yes, subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon and never miss another update from Let's Tute. Till then, keep watching, keep learning, and follow your curiosity. Thank you.